Hey buddy, so welcome to the AI world. Okay, so we'll talk about how these tokens are consumed when you write something in the AI or when you program something in the AI. How will you calculate correctly? Whenever there is an ask that tell me maybe from the business side to you as a programmer that if you're going to develop this thing or maybe you're going to use this for your programming, how many token this program is going to consume, right? And you may not have answered that right away. So this video we will talk that how can you calculate, quick estimate, right? Quick calculate, and then what you can use to give the exact calculation. So in this world, AI world, nothing is exact. This is near to 100%, but not 100%, right? So that is the principle of AI. Whenever you work with AI, it is near to 100%, but not always 100%, right? So first, let's understand, what a token actually is. So token is a small piece of context. Now it could be, a one word like hello, or could be the parts of word. Maybe H is one token and LO is considered second token, right? So it could be anything, or maybe punctuation as well, maybe like a dot can also be one token, maybe sometimes spaces as well, right? So that's all depend on how AI actually calculates the token, right? Now if you wanted to have a rough idea, so one token is equal to third-fourth of a word. So if you write like 100 words, right, so that is roughly around maybe 130 tokens. So whenever you use an AI model, tokens are used in two places. Your input, that means what you type, then AI output, the response that you get. So input and output both are considered as a total tokens. Now okay, let's take an example. So let's say if your question is 50 tokens, right, that means it could be 50 words or character, right? So and the AI response that came back, let's say it came with 200 tokens. So the total usage for your your prompt, the answer that you were looking for, is equal to now 250 tokens. So it's not that what you type, it is what you type to the AI and what you get from the AI. That is a combination of the result is a total token, right? Okay, now so here is what it get interesting. AI doesn't just read your last message. So if you take example of let's say you are working on Claude or ChatGPT, right, and there is a chat history, and if you are thinking that you are typing this last question and that is actually a token, no. So my dear, you are wrong there. So AI doesn't just read your last message, it reads the entire conversation history, and this is called the context, right? So token included previous message, your current input, your current question or your prompt, and then the AI response back, right? So these three things: previous conversation history, your current input token, and the response that you get, right? These three things makes complete as a one token. So that means longer conversation in your history is equal to more token used, right? So every AI model, has a limit, and that is called a context window, right? So this is an interesting term that everyone should aware of, that context window. And context window simply means limit, right? So think of it like a memory. If the limit exceeds, old message may be removed, right? So or the response gets cut off, yeah, because every AI model has some limitation and it can handle only this context, the smaller context or larger context. But if something exceeds than that, that means either the message from the previous history may get cut or removed, or maybe the response that you get from the AI, that may be cut off, right? So okay, now let's make it super simple. So think of token like a luggage, yeah. So your question is equal to luggage you bring. AI response is something that luggage it sends back. Model is a airplane, so with the weight limit, right? So if there is too much luggage, something has to be left behind, right? Why token actually matters in this AI world? So AI token matters because of course, because the API, the OpenAI or any other API which is for AI, that will charge you per token, right? And it also matters for the performance. So if you have the more number of tokens, the performance will be slower, and the limits as well, right? The three factors that why this token matter: one is cost, so API charges you per token; performance, more token means slow response; limits, every model can only handle so much at once. So that is the limit of every AI model, which is context window, right? Now what I will do, I'm going to share the code, right, and I will show you how easily you can calculate the token consumption in every AI. So here we are in the Visual Studio, and over here if you look at this, I have created one class called token computing.cs, right? Here I have two methods. So one method say quick estimate, which will accept the prompt or the text, right? And on that text I have divided it by 4.0, right? Whatever the text length, I have divided by 4.0. So I said, the quick estimate that you wanted to do, so whatever number of text that you have, divided by 4, and you will have the actual token. I won't say actual token usage, but it is near to actual usage. So if business person or someone asks that, how many token this application is going to consume, you could have that character count and divide it by 4, and you can give them the rough idea, right? And second, what I have done, there is a library called, CSharp token, right? So I have installed this library. Actually helps me to give the exact, near to exact the token consumption, right? So what I've done here, again the same text, right? I'm using this encoding base CK, that is something inbuilt of the GPT thing, right? That comes with the CSharp token library. And then if you say encoding.encode and you pass the text, it will give you the token count, right? Now I'm going to run it. So what I've done here, so you have a prompt, explain token consumption in AI, right? And this is where let's go for the quick estimate first. So I will comment this, I will run this, and let's see how it behaves, what response I'm getting. So I'm just trying to find out the number of token that I'm going to consume with this text, with this prompt, right? So let's see that. So my application is working now. Okay, I should have something over here. I have not put a breakpoint, but I think I should be fine. I should have something over here. You see the estimate token is 8, right? Now if I close it, so if I say, let's say I'm going one word, right, second word, third, fourth, 5. So technically I have put 5 words, right, and 1 2 3 4 spaces, and with those 5 plus 4 9, but my token consumption is 8, right? Now I'm going to do some experiment. Instead of as I said, it could be a one word as a one token, or it could be a part of that word. So I'm going to make this word a little more lengthy. So I have just I'm adding a random number. Now let's see the token number, right? How many tokens are consumed now. So if I see here, you see estimate, oh, this time this is 15, right? So it's not the thing that we talked. It's not just always one word as one token. It could be anything, one word or parts of a word, right? Now let's go with the other example, the other library that we have, CSharp token, and let's take help from that CSharp token. So I will say remove all those random thing, right? I will say cut it. Can use it later. So if I see now the behavior, so originally it was 8, right? The quick estimate that we have done, that was 8. Let's see how the response looks like now. So this time it is 6. The CSharp token library that has given us near to 100%, that is saying 6, right? Now if I do the same thing over here, paste the random number that I've used before, I think the previous result was 15, right? Now let's see the same thing with the CSharp token library. So the CSharp token is saying something is 21, right? So this is how you can calculate, right? You can calculate with your own logic, which divide every character count with spaces or something with 4, and you will have the estimate to give the answer or the quick answer. But if you wanted to near to 100% right, the correct count for your token, then you can use CSharp library. Okay, so that's all for today's video. I will see you in the next video.